Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am doing a layout share today. I just returned from a crop, a weekend retreat type for 3 days. I was there. So it was a lot of fun. Had a great time. Got quite a bit of stuff done. So I wanted to share some of that. Sorry for the, the throat. But I wanted to share these before putting them away. I'm trying to avoid glare, so I've shut my overhead light off and turned a different one, but it's just creating more glare. So this is the better glare, if there's such a thing. Let me just try to move this up. Maybe but it's likely to hit other parts of other layouts. Anyway, so here I'm just going to walk you through. You saw me make some, if you've been following my channel, I was making page kits. I was making in preparation for this. So most of these, I would say all of these had photos already matched up with the layouts. And that's pretty much it. No sketches, nothing in terms of journaling, no specific things. I just try to pull different things in from my collections. A big thing for me always is I'm horrible at using chipboard. So I've made it a point to use chipboard during this past weekend. And I did add chipboard elements to my kits. This is a particular collection that I'm showing you right now. I made a 2-page layout from it. But I did end up making 19 pages and 3 pocket pages. So coming out to a total of 22, which is a little bit low for me. I normally do a little bit more, but I kept getting, I don't know, I just kept getting stumped a little bit and kept challenging myself to do something a little bit differently and to use up my stash. I will say right off the top of my head before I forget that there are going to be 8 of the layouts that I created, or pages I created, I'm not gonna be able to show them to you because they are for some assignments. As you depending on the timing of this, I will be having shoulder surgery on my dominant arm. Yes, I know. So I am trying to pre-film and pre-plan as much content as I can, just because I am unsure as to when I will be able to scrapbook after my surgery, how soon after my surgery. So, okay, let's get into it. You're tired of seeing this one, but this one, it's a little bit unusual because it is not it's around the Halloween time frame, but it was more about, which is why I use the Halloween collection. But I like certain aspects because it has lots of pinks. They also have the spider. We were using filters and things like that, which is, I thought, cute for using this collection. My girlfriend had these little spiders. I actually used a Ballet Jolie's Boutique tutu on here because have you met her in tutus? Yeah. She's a hot mess with the tutus. She's got plenty of tutus. So I've just tried to use chipboard. Oh no, these are stickers. Chipboard and chipboard here and chipboard here. Use the spiders over here in 3 spots. Did some of the journaling. This hat, it reminded me of these hats from the filter, but it's actually part of a Jolie's Boutique for like a Western. When I used another chipboard there. This is one of the ones that I did for travel. This is from a paper pad. I want to say it's a Recollections paper pad, but I did bring in some things from my stash. Kept this one pretty simple. All of these and the frame are actually on the paper. I just did a cluster here with one of the photos, a cluster up here, used some flare over here, some wood veneer, and use some labels to be able to tuck different things. Just wanted to use this to document our first trip after all the COVID restrictions. And then I did this one. This one was actually, they were having as part of the crop. Oh, I'm sorry for the glare already. Like, I'm not going to be able to get away from the glare. Maybe if I move it over here, it's not as bad. Okay, this was, I stretched the sketch. They were having a sketch challenge at the crop. So this was just loosely based on the sketch. And they are, you'll see that the sketch called, the sketch was more from here. It didn't have where the sketch was from, but you get the gist of it. It was just the 3 pieces of paper like this, your photo basically kind of here, and then your title and your journaling here. But I decided, because I had enough photos and had pulled these papers together, that I had more than enough to just getting rid of the glare, to be able to make this double page layout. I brought things in from my various travel collections, which I showed you in putting the kits together. These are some Maggie Holmes. These are just some extra stickers I had. Like, there's pictures of mopeds. Like, when else am I going to use that, right? I did use some much older cut apart die cuts that I don't even remember where I got. But it looked like they were cut like Cricut machine type stuff. So I just went ahead and did that, did my journaling block over here, did 3 photos here, and then the strip of 4 photos down here. So I really am happy with the way this one came out. Well, I think I'm pretty happy with all of them, actually. Okay. Here is, oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to have to put it up there. You'll get the gist of it. Here we go. Okay, this was another really simple one. I just needed to kind of figure out how I wanted to divide up the papers, and I knew I had enough photos for a 2-page layout. So these are the 3 larger papers that I just cut into strips of various sizes. And I had this one left over from that previous page from here. So I just cut from here. I just cut a strip of it to just, because it's from that same paper pad, it coordinates really well with the colors here. I went ahead, and this is chipboard. These are stickers. This is a chipboard frame. I put all of those die cuts and things together. I use this. This is a journaling tag from the paper pad. I used a flare, a wood veneer, and I have a die for a motorcycle that I think it came as like a freebie with something I ordered. So that was perfect. And because they went to the Harley Davidson Museum. So, okay, there's that one. And then here's another set of travel photos. So this is with the same paper pad. These 2 together. I put these 2 papers together, backed them on this kind of darker, it's not quite, I would say like a very light brown color. Not quite craft, but a little bit darker. And then I just did a very simple cluster here, and here. The one thing that I just realized, I didn't add any enamel dots. This might have been late in the night, and I may have just been in a rush to finish it. But I usually do put a little bit of a little bit of enamel dots on there. This is one of many in this sequence, so I wasn't going to do a ton of journaling. This is the companion page to that. So if you think of like this in the album, and then this just is more about the hotel. The reason for the keys is that that's like their theme and decor. So you'll see I brought in, I have the room key. Here's a room. You see the carpet is really, this is the rugs in the room, which is why I carried the theme of the keys over here. I had this chipboard key in my stash, so I went ahead and used that. And these are from that same trip. So here's another one. This is another one from that kit. It's an Echo Park, really dark one. I never thought I would use, but it ended up working out really well. I just matted this on the same mat, so all 3 photos, and then I had a space here, and I just thought that's where I would just do my cluster again, because I know I'm not going to do a whole lot of journaling. This one again is just telling the story about this beautiful hotel that we stayed at, again with the whole theme of the keys. I loved it. And then hold on, this was one that I did with that really tough to work with collection, I thought, until I remembered that I had these photos. And I've just taken the scraps from, I think this was a full sheet. This one that looks like with a whole bunch of tickets, like airline boarding passes type thing. And I've just gone ahead and I cut that, I believe, 6 inches or so. And then I just used these 2 bottom strips of paper to anchor my title, which this is another Jolie's. I did the cluster here, a cluster here. I had this in there, so I might as well use it. And then I just did the cluster over here, threw in this postage stamp. And then that postage stamp embellishment I had like just sitting in my stash. So I think that's okay. And then here is the companion page to that. And you'll see not a whole lot of embellishments, but I did want to use up that Jolie's Boutique. The rest of the little elements on the page. So you'll see I put a lantern here because of the lanterns there. I used some old Heidi Swapp here and here. They're like epoxy shapes. I did use the little lobster over here. We had a lobster roll that day. And then this is the flip side. I went ahead. I only had one photo that was horizontal that I wanted to scrap as part of this, and I didn't want to have to create a whole nother layout. So I just took these 2 pocket pages, found some pattern paper or cardstock to be able to back it with, so that it still goes with the layout. And I was able to add some tags from the collection that I was working with. And because it's a cityscape, I didn't mind just putting that old church there. I have some other photos in here, and then this was taken right by the bay, so I just went ahead and it's a picture of a pelican eating pizza out of a pizza box on top of a wheelchair. I don't know. I can't explain it. Things that you don't see every day. And there was nobody around the pizza or the wheelchair. Very strange. But we got a kick out of it, so we decided to take pictures of it. And here is my last one. I did create this one as a base page. And so it was just trying to find the right mix of photos. I still have quite a few photos from this season to journal about, but I thought this was really good, a good play on the colors. You know, if you've watched my reverse interview, one of my pet peeves is around the some of the sports themed collections and how non-neutral they are. So I have to just do what I can with what I have. So I just went ahead and created this from, I could probably journal a little bit. I just realized I didn't, you can tell probably the layouts where I was a little bit more tired. We did stay up most nights until the first night, so they closed the crop room at midnight, but all the others, they closed like around 3, and we were hovering anywhere between 1:30 and 2, close to 2:30, sometimes a little earlier. But anyway, so here's the other one, the other pocket page I made. I just had 4 photos. Again, not a huge story, but I want to be able to journal a little bit here. I decided to not take too much time with the journaling, because you know, I was busy catching up with friends and doing all of that. So I want, and for my journaling, I really wanted to be able to concentrate. So, oh, there's one more that I worked on. Okay, that was a scavenger hunt trying to find this, but I found it. And I knew I had set it aside because it wasn't completely finished, but it just needs the little finishing touches of the bling. So this is one, this is 2 pages, so it's actually more. I actually did 24, not 22. So pages. And I love this way this came out. Again, I need to like finish off, maybe the journaling will go in here, but I wanted to add like a little bit of like bling here, and maybe some touches in the title. But I would have never thought to put the title there, and it just, I love the way that it came out. This is an old, paper, like people that just left things at the swap table. I believe it was last year when I went, and I ended up picking it up. So because I love this floral. It's a illustrated faith. I don't remember off the top of my head what collection it is, but I love the way this came out. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope that you've enjoyed this layout share. I will be sure to post if you're interested. We did have another swap table at the event, and I did end up picking up some other goodies. Some of it was we did just kind of interchange. Before we purge, we amongst the friends that I went with, we look at our stashes first and we go from there. So anyway, that's that. That is that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, I'll probably be doing a video following this one, just to show you some of the things that I picked up from the swap table, the goodies. Bye for now.